Hey, what's up everybody? I hope you all are doing absolutely fine. This is Rudraditya and today I'm going to do the review of Realme 6. And is this a right phone for you? Let's find out. And hey, I know this video is a bit longer, but it's worth watching till the end. So make sure you like the video and subscribe to my channel by hitting that bell icon. Now let's start this video. So guys, I always love to start my video from my favorite thing of the product, and in this case my favorite thing in this phone is the fingerprint scanner. And why? Because it's side mounted, and if you ask for the reason, then it's more faster if we compare from the under display fingerprint scanner, and also it's more accurate and responsive as well. And one more thing is the position of that side mounted fingerprint scanner is just perfect. No matter where you pick it up from the table or bring it up from your pocket, bang on, your thumb is always ready to unlock your phone. But you will see one problem in day-to-day life with this sensor is that the sensor is also a power lock button. So if you want to see the notification all the time, then you will definitely press that power lock button to see the lock screen. But with that sensor, you will unlock your phone. Maybe at that time you don't want to unlock your phone. So for that, there is a pro tip. You have to press the bottom part of the sensor a little harder with your thumb, so you can see the lock screen as you can see in this video. And yeah, definitely you can use your other finger to see the notification, but the thumb is the best finger to reach to the sensor, so that's why this is a great tip. If you like this tip, then definitely hit that like button. Moving ahead, let's talk about the design. So it has a polycarbonate back, but you can't tell without holding this phone because it looks a lot like a glass body. And having the fact that it has a plastic body, it has its own pros and cons. So first two pros are that it is more durable than a glass body, and second, the grip of this phone is better than a glass body, and thanks to that back curve design to make the grip even better in this phone. And second, the cons, two cons are first that you will easily see scratches in this phone, so I must recommend to use a case or a screen on it. And second, that if you game a lot in this phone, then definitely phone will heat. So yeah, and this is very obvious in these phones, and especially in India where temperature are so high, you will see. So this is not a problem that I am mentioning here, but yeah, this is a fact that it has a plastic body, so it heats a little bit more than a glass body. Well guys, the build quality of this phone is pretty good. The in-hand feel is also very nice, and the weight of the phone is 191 grams, but it never feels too heavy in hand, and that is because of the proper weight distribution of this phone. Now if we talk about the overview of this phone, then on the bottom you will get headphone jack, microphone, USB Type-C charging port and speaker grill, and on the left hand side you will get volume rocker button and SIM tray where you get two SIM slots as well as a dedicated micro SD card slot. And on the right hand side, obviously you will get my favorite fingerprint scanner as well as power lock and unlock button. And on the back you will get 4 camera setup and Realme branding. Now guys, let's talk about the display, and I have to talk something serious about the display, and it's not the refresh rate, it's the quality of the panel. But first let's see the specification. So it has 6.5-inch full HD plus IPS LCD display with a resolution of 1080 into 2400 pixels, which is very good, and it has 405 pixel per inches density with 20:9 aspect ratio. And talking about the protection, it has Corning Gorilla Glass 3 on the front, and the maximum brightness is up to 480 nits. And the most highlighting feature of this phone is obviously the high refresh rate, which is 90 Hz. Okay guys, first as I said that we will talk about the display quality. So the display quality on Realme 6 is actually pretty good, and for average users it is actually very good. They will not face any issue. The viewing angles, the color reproduction, everything is fine on this phone. But yeah, color accuracy could be better than this. I mean that the color contrast could have been more punchier, but by no mean that this is a bad quality panel. Actually it is a very good panel, and I said that it could be better, but it is what it is. And considering the price point of 13, now 14,000 edit 14,000 rupees, you get a very good display quality on Realme 6. And now guys, talking about the display brightness, then I must say that please don't believe on the spec sheets only, because on the specs on the paper it has for 18 nits brightness, but I never feel any issue regarding to its display brightness. Even in outdoors it is very visible, even in direct sunlight it is very visible, and the display brightness on Realme 6 is very good. And talking about the refresh rate, we all know that refresh rate has nothing to do with the quality of the panel, but what refresh rate do is the overall experience that you will experiencing in your phone is enhanced, like the processor, the optimization, and the refresh rate, high refresh rate, plus the high touch sampling rate, which is 120 Hz in Realme 6. So this things combine together to make the experience overall better for you guys. And yeah, I always love the 90 Hz refresh rate in this phone. And now guys, one more thing, that there is a wideband L1 support in this phone, but you will not get HD plus support in Netflix or in Amazon Prime. But 2 days back I got an update where you can now access HD content on Netflix, not on Amazon Prime. And we have seen the same problem in Redmi Note 8 Pro as well. And if you notice one thing, both phones comes with MediaTek Helio G90T processor. And I read somewhere 3 days ago that MediaTek Helio G90T processor has an issue related to the HD content available on the Netflix and Amazon Prime Video. So I don't know what the issue is, but well done Realme that they fixed this issue. And yeah, it's available in HD only, but maybe in upcoming updates we will see HD plus content on both the platforms. Now guys, moving ahead, let's talk about a new topic which is made by me, Rudra Extras, where I will tell you some minor things in this phone or in any phone which I will include in my review according to my experience, that which you will use in day-to-day uses. So here are 3 things. First, the haptic feedback, which is excellent in this phone, and the fact that the phone is not so wide, it is easily fits in your palm, so it's easy to text anything, and you will definitely feel the haptic quality while typing. And yeah, it's very good. And now talking about the second point, which is earpiece quality, which is again very awesome. No matter where you're talking, in a noisy place or at quiet place, the earpiece quality is also very awesome. And the third thing is that the output of the headphone jack is also superb. And I noticed one thing, that Realme has always a good output from their jack, because last time I reviewed the Realme 3 Pro, which has also a very good output result, and in Realme 6 there is no exception. And the fourth thing is the speaker quality, which is loud enough, you can check by yourself. Now guys, let's talk about the performance. So here you will get MediaTek Helio G90T processor, and we all know that this processor is very good for gamers. But there is a catch. If you are a PUBG lover, then don't buy the base variant model which has 4GB RAM, because in this variant you can't play PUBG at higher graphics settings. You will not get the extreme or HDR setting. But this is also a fact that many of you guys never play PUBG at higher settings. If I am true, then do tell me in the comment box below. But if you ask for the reason, then because of less RAM, the phone doesn't support the higher graphics settings. Now many of you will say that there are so many phones with 4GB of RAM which supports the higher setting. Then those phones definitely have better processor than the MediaTek Helio G90T, because at the end of the day it is a mid-range processor, so it has its own capabilities. But if you buy the higher variant, you can easily play at higher graphics. But guys, Realme can give an update, but maybe the optimization will not be that good to play smoothly at higher settings with 4GB RAM variant. So I will definitely recommend you to buy the higher variant. Now we have talked a lot about the gaming, but what about the regular tasks, the normal thing like the social media or the multitasking or the web browsing? These things are also superb on this phone. The performance is simply awesome, and so far I never faced any lag in this phone. So yeah, overall from gaming point of view, or if you see the normal performance, the regular performance, there is no problem in this phone. So guys, now let's talk about the battery. So I always divide the battery category in 2 parts. First, charging mechanism, and second, how's battery life. So first let's talk about the charging mechanism. So it has 30-watt charger out of the box, and guys, I tested the battery life from 0 to 100% couple of times, and average comes to an hour. It means you will charge your phone from 0 to 100% in just an hour, which is dope guys. And if we talk about the battery life, then you will get 7 to 8 hours of screen on time at 90 Hz at moderate uses. In heavy use, you will get like 5 to 6 hours if you game a lot on this phone. And I tried to check the battery status on the 60 Hz refresh rate as well, but whenever I go to 60 Hz, in just 30 minutes or an hour, I switch back to 90 hertz. I don't know why.
And now guys, let's see the software. So in this section, definitely Realme improved a lot, and the new Realme UI version 1.0 is definitely much better than the color OS, and the setting panel and everything look very clean in this phone, very close to stock Android. Yeah, still there are some bloatwares, but you will definitely see that they improved a lot. Even the battery interface looks very clean, very informative. I like the battery interface a lot. And if you see the about phone, then it's inspired by OnePlus a little bit, but it's good, it's fine, it's looking a very clean UI overall. And yeah, it's come with Android 10 out of the box, and if Realme give timely update to this phone, then it must be good for the users.
So before moving to the camera department, I want to tell you something more about the MediaTek Helio G90T processor. So it has its own pros and cons. First, pros are that it is a very good processor in terms of performance as well as in terms of gaming, and it has also very good optimization, like it manages the 90 Hz refresh rate pretty well, and the battery life is also very good on this phone. But what is not good with this processor is the support. First, the support of Gcam. Like, the phone has the support of Gcam, camera to API is enabled on this phone, but there are no developers for the Gcam for the MediaTek processor. And second, that custom ROM support is also not available on the MediaTek processor because all developers are busy on the Snapdragon phones. So these two things you will miss here. Like, the Gcam will enhance the photo quality of any phone, any mid-range phone, and custom ROMs, there are so many of you guys who love to install custom ROMs or use Pixel Experience or any other ROM on your phone, so you will not get these things here. So please make sure that on Realme 6 or any other MediaTek processor, you will not get these things very easily. So now guys, let's talk about the camera quality, but first let's see the specifications.
Well, here you will get 64 megapixel wide lens with Samsung GW1 sensor and aperture is 1.8, and then you will get 8 megapixel ultra wide angle lens with aperture f2.3, and you will get 119-degree field of view. Then third lens is black and white portrait lens with f2.4 aperture, and last lens is the 2 megapixel macro lens which is again f2.4.
So guys, I have very mixed feeling about the camera, and I will tell you through the photo samples.
So guys, let's start with daylight shots. So daylight shots are just excellent, but sometimes it get over sharpened, but maybe that get fixed through an OTA update. And the daylight shots in ultra wide mode is just excellent. And if you want to see the flexibility of this phone, then you can click ultra wide 2x and 5x zoom from same position, and you can get image results something like this. And then the dynamic range of this phone is also very good considering the price point. And if you say the human face, the skin tone is not so soft, not so bad, so overall good human face photos it clicks. And if we see night shots, then in very hard condition it troubles, but in sufficient lighting it will get you a very good image. And if you talk about the selfies, then selfies are not, I mean, that is average, not so good, not so bad. It is okay type of quality you will get, and portrait shots are good on this phone.
So guys, that's it. That's my review of Realme 6. I hope you guys like this as well as it is helpful for you. If it is, then hit that like video. And also, if you ask me, then yeah, it is a very solid device considering the price of 13,000 rupees. You can definitely buy. You will get a good software, improved software I must say, and a good battery, good performance, especially the gaming performance, high refresh rate, and a very good, I mean above average camera quality.
And hey, yeah, if you're a Xiaomi user and if you're looking for something new to try, then definitely this phone is a good option for you. And you will not face any problem. Like, if you're a Xiaomi user, no, this doesn't matter. You can definitely use a Realme phone, and it has better software than MIUI right now. So again, you can definitely buy this phone. And if you like this video, then don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you very soon.